Mention different types of operators used in C++. Explain increment and decrement operator with examples. So let us see what are the different types of operators. So in C++ you have assignment operator, you have a bitwise operator, you have a shift operator, you have a unary operator, ternary operator, comma operator, relational operator, logical operator, mathematical operator. So these are the different operators that you have in C++. Now you can see here what is the assignment operator. This assignment operator is where A is equal to B. So the value of B is going to be the value of A, or A is equal to 2. So A value becomes 2. You are assigning 2 to the A. A plus is equal to B means you are adding the value of A and B. So if A is 2 and B is 2 and A plus is equal to B means A is going to become 4. If A is 2 and B is 2 and you make A minus is equal to B, so A value becomes 0. If A is 2 and B is 2 and you have A multiplication is equal to 0, something like this, then the A value is going to become 2 to the 4. And again, if A's divide is equal to, so A value becomes 1. A mod is equal to B means A value becomes 0. So if there is no remainder, this percentage is nothing but a mod operator, the modulus operator, which if there is any remainder, that is what is going to be the value. So I have here I have written in more detail, and I will show you with some example all these operators what I have shown you. So here you can see a program is there wherein I declare an integer 20, A as 20 and B as 10. And what I do is I used a unary operator. If you look at this, a unary operator, that is plus plus. Incrementing, this is called as a unary operator, that is plus plus A and minus minus A. So what exactly this is doing is it is going to increment first the value of A and then assign it to C. Here what it is going to do is first decrement the value of A and then assign it to C. So here the C value is going to be 21 and here the C value is going to be 20, because here it will increment and then assign. So from 20, as A value is 20, it becomes 21 and as get assigned to C. And in this location it's going to actually C value is automatically first going to get decreased back to 20 and then get assigned to C. Here you have 20 plus 10, that is going to be 30. This is going to be 20 minus 10, that is going to be 10, and this is 20 into 10, that is going to be 200. This is going to be 20 divide by 10, that is going to be 2, and 20 mod 10, which is going to be 0. So let us execute a run check. So you can see the value is 21, 20, this value, okay, it is incremented, A is incremented and then assigned, A is decremented and then assigned to C. Here A plus B, A minus B, A into B, and modulus is here. So this is it. So you understood the program. We start the program with the include IOStream because we are using cout, and then using namespace std we are making the standard library for in a global space. Then we are starting our main program. This is our main program, okay, and here we are declaring I and B, that are integer A, B and C, and accordingly. So you have understood this program, I hope. Let us look at the next. So these are some of the operators, like assignment operator, bitwise operator. So you have seen many of these operators, but now I will show you some bitwise operations. The bitwise operators these are actually when if you are manipulating the bit. So you want to do some bitwise addition, then you have to use this ampersand basically. So this is actually tells you are doing AND operations on the number, and if you use only one line like this, then it is actually a OR operator. And if you are using this one, it's a XOR operation, and this is for NOT operations. So and using two less than signs together, it's a shift operator. So you are shifting the bits to the left, and by using two greater than signs, you are actually shifting the bits to the right. I will show you all with the example, and I have already shown you unary operators and the ternary operator, which is actually the question mark, and you will have some conditions over here, and then you have a condition over here, and if whatever is based on the condition, it's something like this. I'll explain to you. You have like A is greater than B. Now if this condition becomes true, then you can tell C out, okay. You can write some A big. Then you will have to use colon, and then you tell C out B big. So basically you can see in only one line you are able to do the condition. So you do the condition over here, and based on this condition you are writing if the condition becomes true. So before the colon and in between this question mark, you are actually doing the operation ternary operator. That is if it is true, and if it is false after the colon, you are writing that, and that becomes a false condition. So it's something like this. So let me show you some bitwise operations and make you understand. So I have a program here. So this is a bitwise for bitwise operations. It's the same like I started with include IOStream. I've included IOStream file. Then I made the namespace for a global space. So because I use cout, and I've declared a variable called m, which is 40, and another n, which is 80, whose value is 80. I have also declared some variables, integer variables like AND operation, OR operation, XOR operation, NOT operations. Okay, these are only to store the values of these operations basically. So I have declared those variables. Now because this is 40, this is a program for bitwise operations. I have written here the value of 40, how the bits are going to be arranged. So you can see this is 0, this is 1, 2, 4, 8. So the 8 is 1, and then 16, this 32 is 1. So 32 plus 8, it becomes 40. So this is 40 basically. So this is how the values are. And then this is 80. When you assign 80, actually the values goes like this. And you can see this is a bit which is unable because the value of this bit is 16, and this is a bit again is unable. The value of this bit is 64. So 64 plus 16 is 80. Now whenever you are doing an AND operations on this, what is going to happen? If you are doing an AND operations between m and n, what AND wants it wants both the values to be 1. So you in none of the locations you will find the value to be 1. So this is basically going to print 0, because everything is 0. Basically all the values are coming 0. The next one is OR. So what OR does is, whether it is 0 or 1, wherever 1 is there, it's going to become 1. So it basically becomes 1, 1, 1, 1, which is nothing but 120. So it's 80 plus, so it's going to become 120. Now you have a not operation. What the not operator is? The not operator is exactly going to do the reverse. It's going to, so if it's a not of what we are trying to do, not of this 40. Now we will have to, because this is a 32-bit, it's going to have a different value. So let's again, and we will look at the XOR values. So what the XOR wants? The XOR wants, if either of them is 1, then the value is 1. So if either of them, so if these both are 1, if this is going to be 1, so what is the value we are expecting? We'll run this and check the values. Okay, the next one is, I didn't tell you about the shift operator. Now if we are going to shift m, which is 40, so if this is a value, if this is it, okay, when you shift it, basically what happens is, you are actually shifting this one and putting it here. Okay, so basically it has become, now you can see the value is similar to the 80, so it is actually made it 80 when you're shifting to the left. Now again, if at all you are actually shifting the value of m to the right, what you are exactly doing is removing this and adding this 0 here. So what you have actually done is, this has become 16 plus 4, which is actually 20. So let us see the values now. Build and execute. So this is exactly the values with what we were expecting. Okay, the XOR is also exactly, we were expecting 120, and that is what it is. So you can see this is 0, this is 120. XOR also we were expecting 120. The left, whenever you are moving to the left, you are getting 80, and when you are shifting to the right, you are making it 20. So I hope this is clear to you. Bitwise operations with this. So I have shown you an example for the bitwise operation. I explained to you the shift operators as well. The unary operator also I have explained to you. Thank you, viewers. If you have enjoyed learning, then please like, share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.